Hello students, today we will discuss application number 2. For that we'll discuss principle of homogeneity of dimension. First, according to this principle, similar physical quantities can be added or subtracted from each other. For example, length can be added to length, area can be added or subtracted from area, and volume can be added or subtracted from volume. We cannot add length into volume or area in volume like this. So let's discuss first example. S is equal to ut plus half at square. Now you did this this equation in class 9, so let's discuss it again. We have to, now this will consider as one term because plus is here, this is one term and this is one term. If dimensional formula of all these three will be same, then only the equation will be dimensionally correct. So let us see how we'll do this numerical. For this S, as we know, that is distance, so L, ut, u is velocity, lt minus 1, and this t is time, so dimension is t. Now this is minus 1, this is 1. If base is same, powers can be added. Minus 1 plus 1 you will get 0, so t raised power 0 is 1. So in simple you can say t will be cancelled, you will get L. In 1 by 2 at square, 1 by 2 is constant, it has no dimension, so leave it. Acceleration lt minus 2, here again t raised power 2, again t will be cancelled, you will get t only. Okay, so all the dimensions are same, so what we can say that this is dimensionally correct. So we'll discuss 2 or 3 more examples for this. So first example is 1 by 2 mv square is equal to mgh. So let's discuss first example. 1 by 2 mv square is equal to mgh. Left hand side we have half m v square. Now here it is already given, m is mass, g is acceleration due to gravity, v is velocity, and h is height. So we have to solve left hand side first. Half mv square, 1 by 2, leave it. What are the dimensions of m? That is m, v is velocity, lt minus 1 raised to the power 2. So you will get m l2 t minus 2. These are the dimensions of left hand side. For right hand side, m g h, m, g is acceleration due to gravity, again lt minus 2. For height, that is length, so it is l. So it will be m l2 t minus 2. So what we will write, because left hand side is equal to right hand side, as you can see. So this equation is dimensionally correct. Similarly, we can discuss another example like this, another numerical. F is equal to half mv square minus half mu square. Let's solve this also. F is equal to half mv square minus half mu square. Take its left hand side. You have Fs. So what is F? That is force. S is distance, m is mass, u and v is velocity. It is already given to you. So F, mass into acceleration, m l t minus 2, or you can cram the formula now, you know how to derive this. What is S? Distance. So it will become m l2 t minus 2. Next term, one term is this, one term is this. Like terms can be added to or subtracted from each other. So next term, half mv square, leave it because that is constant. Mass lt minus 1, here we have 2, so m l2 t minus 2. Half mu square, third term, m lt minus 1 2, here again ml2 t minus 2. As you can see, the three terms has same dimensional formula, matlab these has same units in the end after all this multiplication and all. So this equation is dimensionally correct. Now let's discuss the third numerical. This is t is equal to k root of rho r cube by s. T is time here, k is constant, rho is density, r is radius, s is surface tension. So let's discuss the third numerical. We will firstly find this all. We have t is equal to k rho r cube by s. Now k is constant, so we are leaving it. Rho is density, that is mass upon volume, mass L minus 3, because in denominator we will have L cube, it will become L minus 3. Next is R cube, this is radius, so we have L cube, you can write here. Next S is your surface tension. Formula is force per unit length. What is the formula for force? mLt minus 2, mass into acceleration, divided by L. L will be cancelled, mt minus 2. Now put all the values here. Right hand side is equal to rho is ml minus 3, then L cube by mt minus 2. We have 1 by 2, because this is root, so I have written here 1 by 2. M is cancelled, L is cancelled, you will get 1 by t minus 2. So take its reciprocal, because we want to keep it positive. T2 raised power 1 by 2. 2 is cancelled, you will get t. So that is again your left hand side. So you got same dimensions for left hand side and the right hand side. This is the right hand side, this is the left hand side, because these are same, so it is dimensionally correct. So equation is dimensionally correct. Students, now we will discuss application number 3 of the dimensional analysis to derive the relationship among physical quantities. Now we'll do example number 1. Example number 1 is derive expression for centripetal force. We have to derive expression for this centripetal force acting on a particle of mass m. Mass is given, moving with velocity v, velocity is given in a circle of radius r, and r is given. So indirectly it is given to you that this centripetal force, it is dependent upon 3 things, that is m, v and r. So how we can write? F is directly proportional to m, v, r, but we don't know what will be the power of m, v and r, so we will write a, b and c in the powers. Now to remove the proportionality sign, we have to introduce a constant, and I have introduced k, and I am taking k as dimensionless constant, because we don't know what will be the value of k, but we know this thing that this is a dimensionless constant. So m raised to the power a, v raised to the power b and r raised to the power c, keep it number 1. Now we have to find the dimensions of all these quantities. What is the dimensional formula for force? Mass into acceleration, that is mlt minus 2. Formula for small m, that is mass capital M, for velocity lt minus 1, for radius L, and k is a dimensionless constant. Now give it number 2 and put all these values in this equation, that is equation number 1. Now substitute this equation number 2 in 1. When I'll substitute, I'll get this. F is equal to, I am putting k as 1 and m raised to the power a, L t minus 1 raised to the power b and L raised to the power c. Now we have to compare. Firstly we'll collect all these things, like m is nowhere in this and in this term, so m raised to power a. L is here, 1L is here. Now when the base is same, powers will be added or subtracted. Okay, so here both are positive, these will be added, L, b plus c, and here t minus 1 into b, because b is outside the bracket, so minus b. So m raised power a, L raised power b plus c, and t raised power minus b. Now in the next step we'll compare the powers of m, L and t. A is 1, b plus c is 1, and minus b is equal to minus 2. From here we get a is 1 and b is minus 2. Minus will be cancelled on both sides. Now if we'll put b as 2, in this equation we'll get the value of c, that is -1. So from here you'll get the value of the powers, that is a, b and c. A is your 1, B is 2 and C is -1. Now we'll put all these values in the above equation. So F is equal to K, it was 1 and it was square R is power -1. Now combine this, like M I can write like this, B square, and it is -1, so I have written in the denominator. So you'll get the formula F is equal to K mv square by R. So we are actually making the formulas. Centripetal force, the formula is mv square by R. So I have deduced this formula. Let's do another example now. Suppose that period of oscillation of simple pendulum depends upon mass, length and acceleration. Now these three things are given to you. That time period is dependent upon these three things. And K is also given to you, that is 2 pi, that is a constant. The expression for time period will be, now 4 options are given. You have to choose the correct one. Now what is given to you? Time is dependent upon M, L and G. So how I will write? T is directly proportional to m raised power a, because we don't know the powers. In the next step, I'll again introduce the proportionality sign. Give it number 1. Now in the next step, we'll find the dimensions of all the physical quantities. Now this is mass, M. Next is L. And next is acceleration due to gravity. So again Lt minus 2. This is acceleration. Now again put all the values here. Left hand side we have T only. For K we'll write 1. M raised power A, L raised to the power B and Lt minus 2 raised to the power C. Now in the next step we'll collect all the same bases and all the powers. Here I can write M0, L0, T1 because we don't have M and L. Here collect the powers of M, it's MA only, L. 1B and C means you got B plus C. And here T only, no T is here and only one single T is here, -2 into C means T minus 2C. Now in the next step what we will do? Compare powers of M, L and T. So from comparing we'll get A is 0, B plus C is 0 and -2C is equal to 1. See here, A is 0, B plus C is 0 and -2C is equal to 1. So I have written here. From here I can find the value of C, that is -1 by 2. Now if I'll put this value of C as -1 by 2 in this equation, B plus C is equal to 0. So B minus 1 by 2 is equal to 0 implies B is equal to 1 by 2. Now put all these A, B, C values in equation number 1. You'll get T is equal to K, M raised power 0, L raised power 1 by 2 and G raised power -1 by 2. That is K root L by G. So from experiments, it is already given also. We know K is equal to 2 pi. So what will be your final answer? 2 pi root L by G. So now choose the correct option. This is our 2 pi root L by G, means the second one. We will discuss one more example. The velocity of water wave depends upon, now it is given that velocity of water, it depends upon wavelength, that is lambda, density of water, that is rho, and acceleration due to gravity, g. The relationship between the quantities is, we have to choose the correct option. Like this, a question can come in the form of MCQ also. So 4 options are given and we have to mark the correct one. So what is given? That V is directly proportional to lambda, rho and G. So how we can write? K is our dimensionless constant. V is, we have written let k lambda rho g, and give it number 1. We don't know the powers, so I will write a, b, c at the top. Now what is k? It is a dimensionless constant. Now in the next step what we'll do, we'll write the dimensional formula. What is the dimensional formula? V L T minus 1. Wavelength, that is L. What is rho? Density, that is mass upon volume, so ml minus 3. You should learn the dimensional formulas like this. Next is g, acceleration due to gravity, lt minus 2. So these basic formulas you can cram so that you can write while solving the numerical easily. Now what in the next step what we will do, we'll substitute all these values here and we'll compare the powers like we have done in the last numerical. So LT minus 1 for dimensionless constant, I am writing 1 L raised to the power A, M L raised to the power minus 3B, and LT minus 2 C. Now we'll compare all the powers like I am writing here M0 L1 T minus 1, here M B, and L A minus 3B plus C. T minus 2 is inside the bracket, outside is C, so it will get multiply minus 2C. Now compare powers. B is 0, A minus 3B plus C is equal to 1, minus 2C is equal to minus 1. Now B is equal to 0, we know. From minus 2c is equal to minus 1. Firstly, minus 2c is equal to minus 1. Minus sign will be cancelled. C is equal to 1 by 2. So we'll get B 0 and C 1 by 2. What is left? A only. If I'll put the value of B and C here, I'll get the value of A. How I will do this? A minus 3 into 0. What is C? Plus 1 by 2 is equal to 1. So I'll get A plus 1 by 2 is equal to 1. Take on other side 1 minus 1 by 2. I'll get A as 1 by 2. So what is A? That is 1 by 2. Now put all the values in that equation number 1, that is K lambda rho G, and the powers ABC. Lambda rho G. What is the power of A? 1 by 2, rho 0, and G is 1 by 2. So anything raised to the power 0, that will be equivalent to 1. So I'll get in the end K lambda G, and here we get under root. So this is our relation. Now let's see the option. So we'll get this option A will be right. Why? Because we get the same answer, V is equal to K lambda G. Here also V is equal to K lambda G.